And now we are pleased to welcome to the stage Mr. Juan Devevo.
It is really good to see you guys. I mean that literally. Maybe I should tell you guys I'm going to tell a couple of jokes first, and then that's my guitar. I'm going to play it in a second. I didn't know if that was a rule or something, but you have to play music, but I'm going to tell a few jokes. But it really is good to see you guys. Literally, because I'm glad I can see you with my eyes. It's a gift to be able to get sight, because I'm trying to live my life, taking advantage of every day just to squeeze the joy and all the hopefulness, and just get everything I can out of every day, and not take anything for granted at all, just every day to its fullest. And you gotta take some things for granted. Otherwise, every time you breathe in, it'd be like, I'm taking air into my lungs. Isn't this amazing? It's incredible. I can't believe it. And then the day would keep going on just like that. Wouldn't get any. We got things to do, man. We got to go on with stuff. So I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that I'm here. And we're all these amazing people that are up here singing songs. That I just want to tell you, my whole name is Juan Devevo, and yeah, I got that right. That time. It's kind of hard because I don't understand how people don't believe me when I tell them that they got the same look on their face, like a leprechaun just ran through the room and went out the door and didn't look at anybody on the way out. It's just like when I introduce myself, they just, I know something happened, but I'm not sure what. And I get it. It's not an easy name. It's not like Mike, with a name like Mike. You go, hey, what's your name, Mike? Good. And then you go on with a conversation. But I'm a high-functioning introvert, and what that means is that I can stand up here and tell jokes to all of you, but later on I'm probably not going to want to talk to any of you, and that's how that works. But so as a high-functioning introvert, one of my favorite things in life is spending the first few moments of every conversation with awkward moments with strangers, teaching them how my name works. And it's always the same thing, and like, hey, I'm Juan. Juan? No, it's Italian. It's spelled like Juan. It's spelled like Juan, but you pronounce the J because it's Italian. Shouldn't it be Juan? I don't know, lady. I just explained it to you, but maybe you're right. Maybe I've been pronouncing my name wrong and correct me my entire life. In fact, who am I even? What's the purpose of life? What is the meaning of all this? Can you please help me? And it's not like my last name's not any easier. It's Devevo. And after all the fun I just had with that person, with my first name, I'm not sure I want to go into the intricacies of my family name. But the conversation goes on. So, Juan, you're Italian. What's your last name? It's Jones. Juan Jones. Very Italian name. Will you excuse me, please? I got some spaghetti tacos I got to check on. So, it's even worse when people are trying to when they have to read it out loud, like at the DMV or the doctor's office, or on my arraignment at Starbucks. Yeah, at Starbucks. The lady took one look at my cup and just started crying. And I was like, I think that's my latte at Devevo. Yeah, that's mine. Thank you. So I did the math, and every possible variation with that combination of letters, I've heard people say there's Devero, Devino, DeVito, De Niro, Devo, DeVolvo, Devereaux, Denevero, Devevo, Del Monte, Del Taco, Degenerate. People just get into the middle of it and then they just kind of give up. Or sometimes they don't even get that far. Sometimes when people are reading it, they get stuck and then they look at me like they're pleading for help. They just... And I guess, I'm like, is that Devevo that you're looking for? And they're like, oh, thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Devevo, the judge will see you now. It's too much. Way too much relief on that. Well, my first name is confusing people. My last name is difficult to say. My middle name is Gene. How did that even happen? I got a a first and last name that people treat like alien hieroglyphics. And then I got a middle name that's like a product of a marriage between mayonnaise and country music. I'm not sure how that got stuck in there. My parents never gave me a straight answer. So I need to change it. People can't just, it's too easy of a time to go over that middle name. They can't spend a lot of time on the first name and then have too much time there. So I got to give them difficult 3 names. So I don't know, maybe instead of Jean, we'll try Jean or Genet, or maybe that weird O that you see at IKEA. You know, whatever on the furniture, they got that weird Swedish O on there. So from now on, I'll just be Juan Del Vecchio Jr., named after my father, of course. Well, people, folks, I don't know if you noticed, but we have right now, we're in an unprecedented age of unity and brotherly love, and everybody's just getting along with each other, and we're just one whisper away or a good Instagram post quote from locking elbows and going out into a meadow in the sunshine and singing hymns together. So I think that's too much. We can't be so unified together. So I'm going to kind of divide us up. So in the interest, we need division. You know, division grows us. Contest and struggle and the friction of sports are based on competition, right? It's just one day one guy was like, I'm gonna take the ball over there, and the other guy's like, no. And that's what builds us, right? It makes us stronger. So in the interest of making us stronger as a society, because obviously there's way too much unity going on, I'm gonna divide us right now. I'm gonna divide the room. So if you are a cat person, please applaud. Okay, some of you are applauding like a cat would applaud, very softly. But all right, dog people, where are you? Cool. I honestly, I don't understand why you got to be one or the other. I grew up a dog person, but recently I've become a cat person. A cat, one cat. My cat, Oscar. I don't know about the other ones, but my cat, I'm totally for that cat. He's so chilled out. It's really cool. Like on the internet, you'll see there's a video of people that would put cucumbers by their cat while they're eating, and then the cat looks up, and then they shoot straight up in the air and hit the wall and go unconscious. It's hilarious, unconscious cats. But so I tried that with my cat, and he just looked at me. He looked down. What is this? I saw a video. It was a cucumber, and we put it by the cat, and they went nuts. I thought it'd be hilarious, but you obviously, it didn't affect you that much. This is stupid, man. Why are you doing that? I'm sorry. I did not thought it'd be funny. I apologized to my cat. I'm the owner apologizing to my cat. I don't understand that, but I guess you don't really own a cat. I think maybe they just decide to let you keep them, maybe like a reverse Airbnb. Maybe there's an app that owners can have, and they look in and go, oh, this is a nice cat. Maybe he'll stay with us. And thank you for staying with us. 5 stars, Mr. Oscar. Thank you. And it's kind of like it just makes me feel like I'm back in high school. He's like the cool kid, and then I'm trying real hard to be his friend, and he just barely tolerates me, and that's good. I'm okay with that. Like in high school, you don't want to be made fun of, and you don't necessarily have to be the most popular. You just want him to go, hey. That's all I want. I just want some acknowledgement from my own cat. But most of the time, it's kind of like when you walk through the house, it's kind of like we're a married couple that's fighting. I don't know if you know what that's like. Basically, we're in the middle of a fight, and we still haven't resolved it yet. But we're still kind of not talking. There's still that tension there. And I walk in on him, and I know he was having fun before. But I just catch him. He's like, and he sees me. And he just walks off. It's just like, I just want you to love me. I love you. Why can't you love me that way? Another thing is, I think people give cats the benefit of the doubt. If you pet a dog and the dog bites you, what's wrong with your dog? Get him out of here, or they'll kick him or something. If you pet a cat and it bites you, you're like, what did I do? What was wrong with what I did? Did I pet you wrong? Is there something I can get you? A kibble maybe or something? The other thing is, too, people train dogs, but cats train people. I didn't know if you knew that. It's a really, this is just, I've only had one cat, but this is the thing I'm observing. We have an automatic cat feeder, and all the food comes out there. He has a appointed time. I have scheduled it. It is 8:30. He gets a half a cup. He's kind of a fat cat. When he gets a cut, he gets enough food. He gets enough of that. But he'll walk over to the feeder and just put his paw on top of it. Stare at you. And my mother-in-law is like, "No, Oscar. You've had your breakfast. You have your food, Oscar. I don't want to. You can't have any more food." Okay, here's some more. Here's some treats. Have some of that. And so, he went from a little kitten to now he's like 29 pounds at this point. The other way that he trains us, my wife has her own favorite little orange chair, double size, but she's curled up in it and she's scrolling through social media, and she's got her feet up in the thing, and he just comes and sits and does this number, stares at her, just nods at her, and she's like, oh, puts her feet out on the couch and adjusts her blanket, and the cat comes and sits down. It's like, you've been trained by the cat. I half expected him to have like a little piece of chocolate hidden in his fur, and just like, oh, thank you. There you go. All right, I want to share a song with you now that I've written, original, and I don't know, it's an ode to modern medicine, and I punched in the wrong. I'm gonna lock out my iPad. Okay, here we go. Please maintain your same energy. Thank you for staying with me here. All right, I'm gonna get the guitar. Oh, and it's not plugged in. Maybe we should. I was like, can you play like three lines of a song back there while I plug in? There we go. Is it working? All right, so this is an ode to modern medicine. I wrote this in a deep state of pain. It was a time of healing for me, and I was basically just a broken person. And one thing I will want to say as a disclaimer to you guys. Pain medicine should be administered by a doctor, and nobody else. You get that from the doctor as a prescription, and whatever they give you, that's what you take for that recommended dosage. All right, I'm gonna sing this song. On a lake last Saturday, and my friends took me for a ride. Never been on a boat before, much less a water ski. They said it would be fine and told me it would be fun. But when the rope pulled tight, I heard a crack just like a gun. The next thing I realized is I was tumbling fast. Water, air, water, air, water, air, and then the smell of gas. Turns out I fell down hard, but this was not the worst. My friends ran over me, trying to see if I was hurt. I woke up in the hospital with a pain I could not endure. I saw the nurse come in, but I didn't know what for. That's when they gave me the morphine. It's a broken person's dream. Much better than ice pack, better than aspirin. They give me the morphine. I don't need another thing, and I'll be set for a real long time. And it would be real keen if you give me the morphine. Again, the doctors gave it to me. Everything was. Went to a restaurant to get me some food to go. Just finished mopping the floor with no sign that told me so. I stepped up to the counter there to get myself a meal, but I landed on my butt like I slipped on a banana peel. Woke up in the hospital with a pain that would never quit, but I knew what was coming next. I didn't have to ask for it, and they gave me the morphine. It's a broken person's dream. Way better than an ice pack. It's better than aspirin. Just give me the morphine. I don't need another thing. And I'd be set for a real long time. And it would be real keen if you give me the morphine. If you ever have a moment where you're hurting more than most, don't hesitate to ask for what the doctors keep real close. For a bone that's broken or an organ that's out of place, there's only one thing, prescription, that can help the human race. And this part's interactive, so you guys can sing it if you got it by now. And you get you that morphine. It's a broken person's dream. Better than ice pack. Way better than ice pack. Better than aspirin. And give me the morphine. I don't need another thing. And I'd be set for a real long time. And it would be real keen. And it would help you get your rest if you can't seem to locate your spleen. And you get you that morphine. If you give me the morphine. Thank you.
Thank you again, Juan Devevo, for the laughs and the music.